Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are solving maximum square area by removing fences from a field. So in this problem, we will be given a rectangular field, which is n-1 by n-1, and the corners will be at 1, 1, and mn, and it will contain some horizontal and vertical fences in between. And the index where the fences locate will be given h fences for the horizontal and v fences for the vertical. And the horizontal fences will range from 1 to m, and the vertical fences will range from 1 to n. And we want to return the maximum area of a square field that can be formed by removing some fences or no fences. And if we cannot even make a square, then we will just return -1. And we also want to note that the outside of the rectangular field, those will also count as fences, and those cannot be removed. So let's go over this example real quick. So if we look at this example, we can form a square of size 4 because we can remove this fence and this fence, and they will have a size of 4. In this example, it doesn't matter whether we remove any fences or all the fences, it will not be able to form a square. So we return -1. So now that we have seen some examples, let's get to how we can solve this problem. So if you haven't noticed, the maximum area of a square field that can be formed is essentially the largest difference between the fences for h fences and v fences. But the difference needs to exist in both horizontal and vertical to be able to form a square. So if you look here, right here, the largest is a difference of 2. And if we look this way, the largest is a difference of 2 as well. So that's why we can form a square with an area of 4. Now if we look here, even though there's a difference of 2 here, we do not have a difference of 2 this way. So the largest for h fences and v fences will be a difference of 1. So the area will be 1. And the largest area will be one of these boxes. So what we can do is we can add 1 and m to the array h fences, and we also add 1 and n to v fences, because those outside lines that surround all these fences, those also count as fences themselves, so we add them to the array. And now we will sort both of these arrays, and we will add all the difference for h fences to one set and all the differences for v fences to another set. And then we will find the maximum difference that exists in both sets, and then we can return that number squared, and that will be the maximum area of a square field. So let's go over this example real quick. So first we add 1 and m to h fences, we add 1 and 3 to v fences, and now we will look through h fences and add all the differences that there are. So there could be a difference of 1 between each fence. Now if we look 2 fences apart, there will be differences of 2, and 4 and 1 will have a difference of 3. Now we look at v fences, it will have a difference of 1 or 2. A difference will be 1 if it's 1 fence apart. Between 3 and 1, the difference is 2. And we look at the max between horizontal and verticals, which is 2. So we will do 2 times 2, which is equal to 4, and we return 4 as our result. And as you can see, the area here is 4. So the time complexity will be O of h squared plus v squared, because when we want to add all the differences to one set, it will take h squared plus v squared time, because for each number we need to compare the difference with all the other numbers, and we need to do that for all the other numbers as well. So it'll be h squared plus v squared, and the space complexity will also be h squared plus v squared, because that is the space that horizontals and verticals can take up, since the fences can all have unique distances from all the other fences, and that will take up to h squared plus v squared space. So now let's get to the coding part. So first we will set mod to 10 to the 9th power plus 7, because that's what the problem description says. Now we will set up the horizontal set and the vertical set. Now we would add 1 and m to h fences, and we will do the same for v fences. Now we will sort both of the fences. Now we will iterate through the horizontal fence first. So for I in range length of h fences, and we will calculate its difference with all the other fences. So we will do for j in range I plus 1 to length of h fences, and we will add h fences of j minus h fences of I, because that is how we calculate the difference. And now we will do the same for verticals. So I will go ahead and copy and paste, and I will change H to V and horizontals to verticals. Now we need to look for the maximum difference that exists in both sets. So we'll initialize result to 0, and we will look through each fence in horizontals and make sure that it is also in verticals. If it is, then we can check if we want to update the result. So we can first calculate the area. So fence times fence, and then result will be the max of the current result or the new area. And then finally, we can return result modulo by mod if result does not equal to 0. Otherwise, we return -1. See if it works. Okay, perfect. Hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I hope to see you all again soon.